The federal No Surprises Act means you're not supposed to get an enormous medical bill out of the blue. The universal law of unintended consequences means everything, even other laws, have unexpected ripple effects. Our Steve Stager has heard from ER docs who say that's what's happening to Coloradans when those two laws collide.
He was really sick.
In December of 2022, Ethan Calero's parents didn't waste time when he was struggling to breathe. They took him to Children's Hospital South in Highlands Ranch.
His condition was just getting a lot worse.
The next morning, even more so.
When you see all the medical people around you start to get really concerned, that's when you as a parent are like, whoa, this could go south.
Doctors wanted Ethan transported from the South Campus to the Children's main campus in Aurora, 24 miles away. The problem is the ground ambulance was 6 hours out.
He is going on a helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, there was no
Yes.
discussion. I said, can I go with them? And they were like, no, absolutely not. And so that was really hard. We had to, get him packaged up with his dog and say goodbye.
It was so overwhelming, Kelly and her husband Chris didn't even begin to think about the cost. Months after Ethan's recovery, the bill showed up. That 18-mile flight, $60 grand. And their insurance company, Anthem, said it wouldn't pay.
You're just like floored. You're like, seriously?
They appealed, thinking this must be a mistake. Ethan was sick and time mattered. Not that it mattered to Anthem.
That it wasn't too dangerous for him to wait for a ground transportation.
It just put our entire life on hold. Like right now we're renting and we would like to buy a house, but we have to wait to find out what our financial situation is going to be.
Denials like this aren't uncommon. Earlier this year, a group of emergency docs wrote the federal government saying they've seen an increase of denials since a law banning surprise bills kicked in.
Our understanding is that when plans deny a claim due to it being medically unnecessary, they're basically able to sidestep the law.
Molly Castlework is a reporter for KFF Health News. She says a medical necessity denial means an insurance company can refuse to pay a dime. It's why doctors are trying to get the government's attention.
They're petitioning that the federal government update No Surprises Act to require that insurance companies presume medical necessity if the ambulance is ordered by a physician or doctor at the referring hospital.
In the meantime, a day after Steve on Your Side contacted Anthem, Anthem contacted Ethan's parents, told them they'd handle the claim.
The idea of having that bill, $60,000, go away, it's just like, it's finally over.
It feels like we can have some peace. Our kids are going to be healthy and we're going to just move on.
So in a statement to us, Anthem says the reason why it took nearly a year and a half to process this claim is because the air ambulance provider, Reach Air, didn't give them the appropriate medical information about Ethan at the time. They say once they got the right info from the hospital, that cleared it all up. Just a month ago, Anthem paid out another claim for a family in nearly the same situation after we started asking questions about it. It's just kind of strange that it takes a call from a reporter for folks who have been doing this for a year. And it all gets sorted out like that.
The amount of time and energy they must have put into it. I mean, obviously they knew that they were getting a service, an expensive service, but then to get that kind of astronomical bill, right?
Incredibly expensive service. And we're looking into why this costs so much, right? $60,000 for an 18-mile ambulance ride seems like a lot. Private equity has gobbled up a lot of that industry. That's part of the reason why, but it's also part of the No Surprises Act, because the No Surprises Act allows this process between insurance companies and providers to fight each other and duke it out. There's a federal appeal process, and KFF News has actually reported that the air ambulance providers tend to win that a lot more often than the insurance companies do, so that's also driving the price up.
Why they creep it on up. Well, if you have an issue with your Excel bill, just be like, I know that Marshall Zellinger guy. If you have an issue with an insane medical bill, I know Steve Stager. That's how we fix things around here. Steve, thank you.